I was nervous to be joining this crew that was obviously, you guys are very, very tight. The banter and the jokes do not stop on that set. So when you're joining it, you feel like a bit of an outsider, especially I was English and I didn't quite get the...
You're what?
Yes. Yeah, he was absolutely well, look, I was the odd duckling, wasn't I? The one that was a little bit... Anyway, so we went to...
the odd duckling most places you go.
Well, yeah, but the fun part was, you were right, that first time stepping into the quartet. First time I saw you in the suit, I nearly got teary.
Yes, you did, yeah.
I still do. He looks so good in the suit. It's a very tight package.
Is wearing the suit like a humbling experience, or is it like, this is amazing, I have a calling out with suit? Like,
yeah, no, it isn't. I don't feel like uncomfortable when I put the suit on. I feel pretty good when I put the suit on. It's true. It makes me feel better about myself than any other outfit could possibly make me feel.
I'm curious, like, who causes the most shenanigans on set?
Tom Cavanaugh.
Yeah, I've never met anyone like him.
He doesn't have an I'm very good friends with Tom Cavanaugh, and like we'll hang out with him and his kids, and his oldest daughter Alice. The first time we were hanging at their house, he's going off, and she just turns to me and goes, "This is my life." I'm like, me too. Like, he does this all day at work too, so don't worry. He doesn't have an off switch.
Yeah, he has a remarkable ability to find some sort of childlike, innocent humour in everything. Yeah, it doesn't matter whether you're in the middle of like crying your eyes out in a scene, or he just finds humour in everything. The world would be a much more boring place without Tom Cavanaugh. So yeah, I'm very grateful for that man.
And it's contagious.
Like, yeah,
you want to fight it? You're like, focus, dude. I'm trying to have my moment before.
Professional.
It's contagious.
You're working with Tom Cavanaugh outside of The Flash too, right? Like, clearly you really actually like hanging out.
Yeah, we're doing this short together that he wrote like a year and a half ago, and it's really funny. It's this bank heist thing with two kind of not so bright guys. It should be really funny, yeah. And we're looking for money, so go to the link on my Instagram account and help us out. Thank you.
If you need any plugs,
However, just takes cash if you just want to.
Yeah.
For money.
Coins, whatever you got. No, it is. I can vouch for them because I've sat and watched these two have shenanigans or make fun of each other for hours on end, and it is rather amusing. So I, for one, am very pumped to see this show.
Tom directed an episode, right?
Yeah. It's about. I think it's the next one to air. Actually, yeah. It's future.
2024.
Something about the future. It's too many to be talking about.
Everyone shout at the same time, and we're gonna get it. Future Flash.
It's a Flash episode, Tom.
We were in it. How can
But so when he's on a roll like that, are you super tempted to like rib him back, or do you have to be like, no, Tom's directing the episode, he's in charge now, or is it like this is our chance?
Well, it's Kavanaugh, so like, are you that episode?
Yeah.
You are?
Yes.
Yeah.
Are you? Yeah.
You're on Flash.
Yes, I am.
Yeah, I can't tell.
Flash, for Christ's sake.
No, I personally have a lot of respect for Tom Cavanaugh. So when he takes the reins, you show him that respect, but he doesn't stop being Tom Cavanaugh, so we're still all going to just kind of joke around all day. And it was hands down the most fun I've ever had making an episode of Flash, because he did his homework, he more than knew what he was doing, what he wanted to accomplish with the episode, and yeah, it was just that, we had fun the whole time. It was great.
Yeah, make no mistake, as much of a buffoon as he can be, he's by far one of the most talented actors, and just he understands the world of television and the nature of these shows. He knows all the characters inside out. One of the great things with having him direct us is that, sometimes you get a director in and they don't know the show as well as it's impossible to know as well as him. So he sort of manages to uncover every opportunity you get to do something different or something funny. And yeah, being Kavanaugh, he manages to find some humour in a lot of places where other people probably would not.
What happens when a director who is like a super fan nerd, like Kevin Smith, shows up and says, "Hey, I want to direct an episode of your show"?
Kevin, the first time, yeah, give it up for Kevin Smith. was pretty. I mean, it's been special. He's done two now, and right, yeah, three. He's done three. Yeah, and the first time he showed up, especially, it was he couldn't help himself. Like he would applaud after every single rehearsal, and then, which would make the crew, kind of excited. And most of everybody, I think, on our crew and in the cast has been fans of his work. But especially the crew, you could feel the kind of excitement the whole time he was around. And I think he actually, when I put on this year for the first time with him, he cried.
He did. I had a tear. He actually felt out.
Yeah, I think but one of the first scenes I shot with him was a scene with John Wesley Shipp. I want to say when John Wesley Shipp was still playing Henry Allen. And it was Barry and Henry, and he was like he was sobbing every single time, and then he would just get off them after every take. After every take, he just loves what he does, and it's also contagious. I mean, it's great to work with.
Do you take that as a sign, I think we got it in this take, or we need to go again?
Yeah,
your director's balling.
A pretty good job after every take with Kevin Smith.
I'm curious, what do you admire most about your characters?
Probably Barry's optimism. I think he's struggled to hold on to the last season with what he was dealing with impending death this year. But his optimism, I think, is something I've tried to kind of weave into my life the last few years, for sure.
Yeah, there's lots of love about Baron.
He's highly intellectual,
I like his dress sense. He dresses really well.
He's got a nice face.
He's got a nice His face is amazing.
It's dreamy, super dreamy.
No, I do like his sort of cynicism and slightly, it's a very British sort of, false sense of wit, really. It's quite dry, isn't it? I like that. I actually think, without spoiling anything, I was campaigning. Can I say?
We should talk about this.
Well, look, pretty early on, it was apparent that Grant and Tom were getting on rather well, and Barry and Julian quickly became Beryllian. We were shipping each other together.
We started a ship thing.
I was very passionate. This isn't weird. I told you
You will learn that this is actually not a weird conversation to be having.
I'm getting a bit nervous now.
Yeah.
But yeah, I genuinely thought it would be a lovely twist if, towards the end of the season, Barry and Julian ran off together.
We thought it would be interesting to reveal some kind of other, feelings, potentially.
Yeah, just like a little undertone.
Yeah, that Barry was going to probably reject, mind you, but...
Wait, what?
But yeah, we thought it would be kind of funny, fun rather, to go in that direction, because we have such fun chemistry, but they didn't bite.
We didn't go with it straight away, so...
There's future seasons to look forward to.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah.
It's also, you do have a show where, there's multiple, realities. You should just make a pitch for,
That's true, Earth 5, where, we've been together for 30 years.
I would see, the odd couple, Earth 5, you two together. It'd be a good spin-off of
This is why I like these things. It's like a melting pot of ideas.
It's a good brainstorm session. I saw a description of your character, and one of the skills listed was deception, which is the most bizarre trait I feel like someone could have. But I'd like to know, if you could describe each other using a few adjectives, what would it be? Since it's hard to describe yourself.
Speaking of characters, it's a little bit...
No, each other's people.
I could certainly, what's the word you use for that? Is it optimism? Mm-hmm. Or, I've never, without blowing too much smoke up his backside, I've never seen the workload that that Barry, that Grant has to deal with really over the last 10 months. It is absolutely extraordinary, the amount of hours that this man has to work, let alone to have to come out with a TV show. And even more remarkable that it's a good TV show. They're doing an episode every week, more or less, and they're having to churn it out at quite irate, and I've never, not for a minute, seen this man's enthusiasm or passion for it, or you know, his patience for it waver, and really that sets the tone. The moment Grant gives
You're
up.
being too kind.
No, I'm being genuine.
Trust me.
The moment that you give up and the moment you say sod it, then the rest of us do the same thing, and that never happens. So it's makes it very easy for the likes of me, who are going to come in for half a day here or bits and pieces, that I get super excited to be part of Team Flash. What can I say?
She asked me one word to describe me.
Grant, I'm going to want to ask you. Will you take me back for season 4?
You just realized you either just broke the internet or became a meme, like, right.
I rolled my eyes when you did that. All in the pictures, probably. We never answered the question. Yeah.
What's the question?
I don't even remember.
I don't know,
That
yeah.
works.
I couldn't possibly use one word to describe Tom Felton, though.
Fuck you. Use many nice words.
That's, yeah.
It's enough nice words, isn't it? Let's get to the
Okay, let's get to the dirt. I'd like to know what inspires you.
I mean, many things, yeah. I mean, honestly, on a daily basis with the show, it's the crew that inspires me to like you say, it's hard hours. They work longer hours than me. They've been there every single day, and it's not, they don't have the luxuries that I have throughout the day to go back to my trailer with my dogs on a hard filming day. They're staying on set. Yeah, they're somewhere around. They're somewhere around down the street.
Go get them. Bring
Yeah, I'll
them
be right back.
He's really fast.
They were interesting. Yeah, I don't know. I guess on a daily process for filming, yeah, the most inspiring thing for me to keep going is the crew, just how hard they work. But I'm inspired by so many things. I don't know.
Yeah, half of it to me is it's art, isn't it? It's watching stuff, it's listening to stuff, it's hearing what other people have been watching, and that thing where someone comes in and they're like, oh my god, have you seen this episode of this? And then that sort of spreads around. Before you know it, you're heavily inspired to write your own thing, or to like Tom and Grant are doing with the short. You sort of spring off of each other.
And that really did come from us, just like the way we joke around on set. Like it's very annoying with our style of comedy. We literally just create bits that we keep doing until someone laughs. Like,
do you adjust them, or do you just
we kind of
actually
just
wear
drive it
people
home
down?
until someone's like, ha ha ha! Stop. So that's kind of the short. So you'll love it.
You'll have to watch it 100 times. But do you disconnect? Do you watch movies and TV, or do you find that it's too close to what you're doing every day?
No, that's not. One of the things that inspire me. Yeah, I watch movies and TV constantly, and things that I love, and I'm like, why aren't we doing that? That's it's stuff. Yeah, I always want to see something that I love to push us to be better. Yeah.
We've never sitting on the laurels, are we? It's always constantly, well, you are anyway, always trying to find some way of improving the show or making it more current. Or I'm rambling now, aren't I? Inspiration, you going back to that?
We can go back to that, sure.
Oh, I'm good for that.
Okay, all right. Yeah. How do you disconnect? What do you do in your free time?
PlayStation. I play a lot of sports video games, but I'm playing some other stuff too. Uncharted 4. I've never been into first-person shooters, but I'm getting into them recently. I'm getting into them now. Yeah. Still in my own time. Yeah, no, it's a lot of video games. Yeah. Annoying. My girlfriend probably.
Dogs.
Dogs, yeah. I hang out with the dogs a lot. I'm a homebody. Everything I do to disconnect is in my apartment mostly, other than walking the dogs around the block. That also hurts.
Like a sort of style out vortex, isn't it? Where you've got all your screens, all the necessary apparatus with it.
It's like that.
Shall I go on?
Go on.
No, this is you and Tom's. I like to play guitar. I like to be outside. You know, talking nonsense and just generally, goofing around, to be honest.
Skateboard a lot.
Skateboarding, meeting strangers is always a fun one. You know, I like to.
He's serious. He loves to meet people.
Yeah.
I'm more scared of that.
Actually, I'm always trying to encourage you in that regard.
You are. I'm here because of you, actually.
Well,
I really know it's true. I've never been to one of these in 3 years, and it mostly is because of the schedule, and it's insane to me that people find time on the weekends when you work Monday through Friday, generally 14 hours a day, and then for me on the weekends, I'm trying to memorize, however many scenes we have the next week, which is anywhere between, I don't want to bore you with the details, but a lot. And yeah, we just wrapped, I wrapped at 6 a.m. on Saturday, and got in a car with my brother and the dogs and drove here last night, got here at 10 p.m. and if I were more like you, I would just drive there, is what I said to him. He was like, why don't you just drive there? And I was like, all right.
It did go, something like that.
It was something like that,
Yeah. So you are welcome on Saturdays, right?
What is your go-to karaoke song?
Karaoke terrifies me.
I really love these, honestly. Sorry. That was very
Karaoke terrifies me.
What's your go-to shower singing song? I don't know.
Are we about to do karaoke, guys? Bob Marley, Red Wine.
Ooh.
I'm kidding.
I literally have nothing queued up.
Girls just want to have fun.
Favorite karaoke song. Karaoke later, y'all.
I'm basically,
I honestly can't remember the last time I sang karaoke. I genuinely can't remember. We're just naming things now. Just making noises.
Okay, on a different note, since that failed miserably.
alright, I wasn't trying to be honest.
Living or dead, who is someone who you'd love to collaborate with that you haven't already?
I mean, that's such a daunting...
Can I fire it back at you?
Anyone alive or dead?
Who would you like to work with?
Jim Henson.
This is Jim Henson from...
He created the Muppets.
Gustin, yeah. I'd rather claim ignorance than pretend to know.
Right, okay, fair enough.
Okay, we're back to this one. Who would you like?
I didn't realize you were opening
What a weird excuse.
Sorry.
I don't know, like John Lennon.
Oh, he's tough now. I don't know. I mean, I don't like in what capacity, I guess, as an actor, as...
Either.
As,
Just hang out.
just hanging
Pretend.
out.
Why not? Why not? It's an open-ended question.
I'm a huge, and this is, I don't know why it's in my head right now, probably because I road trip yesterday and listened to a lot of his music, and I'm going to his concert in June, but I'm a big Jason Mraz fan, always have been. He'd be awesome to, do anything with, hang out with, pretend like I could play music with him, which I can't.
How about getting him for season 4?
Love it.
Get Jason Mraz.
What would he do?
He could be the musical one. Everyone needs like a guy in the background trying to win his guitar.
Just a guy in the back.
Yeah. Jason, play something quickly. Play some music for us. Yeah. Whatever, it's a trial balloon, okay? Give me some time, I'll figure it out.
What would you hope to hear if a future you from 8 years in the future came back and had something to say to you?
This man should know nothing about that. See back into the future.
Yeah, I've learned my lesson. know. What would I want to hear? Yeah, just, it's working. Keep doing it. I don't know.
What was it you saying?
If a future you came back and like had something to say to you, what would you hope they have to say?
And just give like a thumbs up and like a...
Yeah, super obvious, yeah, I don't know.
I feel like we've already touched on this, but if you could also create like a new parallel Earth, what would you hope to see there? But I feel like we already know you're...
On the show, yeah.
We have 4 kids.
For ruling the
karaoke champions.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna keep going. What's the best piece of advice you've been given?
Let me open it up. Let me open it up.
You will.
Oh, okay, sorry. I thought it was usually that. My bad. I'm not used to these things. Where were we?
You can open it up if you want. What's the best piece of advice you've been given?
Don't take advice.
I don't know.
Or worse.
I mean, yeah, off the top of the head, I don't particularly worse or good piece of advice. Actually, I really like Tom's. Kavanaugh gave us a great piece of advice. Proceed with gratitude. He says, as long as you do that to everything, like everything, you can't go wrong. You can have Instead of noticing that, it's
They literally are lining up now.
I know. Open the floodgate.
just my kids.
It's gonna be. We'll go to you guys in a
I'm
month.
probably going to regret that, aren't I? I'm about to get hammered.
Yeah, you saw my question. It's weird. Wait till we open it.
It's true.
Just run. Grant, this is one of the first like VFX heavy shows I feel like you've worked on. Has that sort of shooting experience been different from you?
Yeah.
For you?
I mean, I hadn't done much of anything before Flash. I mean, I'd done, Glee, but that was like... I did 7 episodes of Glee. And when I did an episode of Glee, I was there for two scenes, usually. So it was very light lifting for me. And during that process, I only guest starred on a couple other things. I did one indie, I did a Lifetime movie. So before Flash, I was pretty inexperienced. And yeah, Flash is, I think, prepared me for pretty much any kind of set, because I find myself in a lot of different situations shooting the Flash. And I understand what we do with the vis effects pretty well now. I have to be pretty patient with some of the directors, because it's confusing and to get a grasp on it, but it's been 3 years for me doing it pretty much every day, so it's made me, I think, I've never wanted to be a director before until like the past couple of years. I think that's something I'd really like to do down the line, is be a director.
As you mentioned, you were on Glee. There's definitely a distinct difference in like the kind of attitudes and maybe likability of the characters that you were playing.
Yeah.
Do you find that? Do you find that, like, we've said there's Harry Potter crossover with Flash fans, but like, do you think there's a lot of Glee crossover in Flash fans, or do you find that like this is separate?
Yeah, it's a lot. Yeah, a lot. It's. I mean, first of all, now there's what, like 4, 5, counting Victor Garber, like 5, 6 people that have been on Glee that are on Flash and in the universe, So there's plenty of reason to watch if you were a Glee fan, and now the musical aspects too. So there's a big crossover there, yeah. Hey, what's up, man?
Did you guys enjoy the musical episode? He has some fancy feet. Can we tell that you've been teaching me the dance?
I've been trying to teach Tom to tap all year. You did very successfully, actually. You were quite good.
I'm bloody brilliant. Look, I'll show you the quick shots.
That was it.
And that's the other one, like,
That's
attack
it.
move.
It's also not a
Thank you. I'm getting better, guys.
Very impressive. When you sign on to a show like The Flash, it's a superhero show, and then you find out they're going to do a musical episode.
Yeah, bizarre.
Is that just like, all right?
Yeah, I feel like they cheated us a little bit. You're like, wait, hold on. Like, just because, it's. I think the weirdest part of that for me was Chris Wood. Like, that was the most bizarre part. Chris, who's on Supergirl, plays Mon-El. was like a best friend of mine at Elon University, where we were musical theater majors and have never been on a film set together, TV set. And on our 2 superhero shows, our musical episode crossover brings us together. Like, so that was
on YouTube.
Do you want to do more of those, or are you like?
I think we will do more of those. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's like I have, to be honest, like in all honesty, mixed feelings about it. Because when they told us we were going to do it early on, or when like fans were like, do a musical episode, do a musical. It's like, this isn't The Flash. Like, why would we do a musical episode? Like, they were like, we're doing a musical episode. And it was like, oh. All right. And then it was, I mean, entertaining. To be honest, guys, I thought it was kind of a weird idea. I didn't think I was going to like it that much. And then when I saw it, I was like, oh, this is actually quite entertaining. And I thought we kind of pulled it off. So I have a feeling we'll do one again. But we'll see. Yeah, but I mean, people liked it. So, yeah.
That's why you asked for Jason Mraz.
Yeah, that's where Jason Mraz is. Yeah.
Look over here. All right, we're going to fan audience questions.
Yeah. That's not how it works, bro.
You can.